hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What's going on, entertainers? So time comes out with another video, y'all. Sorry for the late recap for Drag Race, but we talking about it anyways. Okay, now this episode was all sorts of chaotic, and it was so funny to watch, and it was so entertaining to tune into because every 2 seconds something else would go down that would have me cracking deep up. Okay, now this whole situation with Briar getting confronted. We talked about it in a previous video, and we see Mia Star basically confronting her because she feels like, how dare she put up a boundary about her and her ex, but then with everybody else, you could kind of play around and do what they want. You know what I don't like? I don't like how everybody, just because Briar had this medical issue, everybody's just acting as if she wasn't doing certain things in the competition. I don't like that. Like, let's not ignore that. Of course, we don't want any of the queens to die or like fall out or nothing crazy like that. But like, please, let's not excuse that all just because she passed out on the main stage. Like, please. Because y'all not have that same energy if it were another queen that did the same thing. So it's like, oh no. Now, her and Mia Star in current day are friends. So, you know, they don't have any like beef or anything like that. But I just kind of hate how I'm seeing that like all on social media that people are like negating her getting on the other queen's nerves. Okay. Now, also somebody else who got into it was Athena. Athena ended up getting to her with her as well because she felt like she was going to try. She was kind of getting in the middle between her and her daughter Juicy. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Athena, you might need to adopt a new daughter. I think you need to give up Juicy for adoption because she a little bit too friendly, high kiki with somebody she don't even know like that. No shade. Like, if I'm supposed to be your mama, your drag mama, like, what are you doing? Like, you're finagling with the op. Like, you two, mind you, this is a competition. It that makes it even worse. So we really supposed to have each other back, and you over here finagling with the competition, talking with the ops, and you're supposed to be my friend. So I understand Athena's frustration because this girl is clearly getting on my nerves, and you know she's getting on my nerves, and you're still buddy buddy with her. I'm not the biggest fan of Athena, but I understand her completely. Like, I'm a big person on loyalty. Like, if you really rock with me, rock with me. Don't try to be funny and play in my face and think I'm not gonna notice. So it's the next day, and y'all, it's time for competition. Yes, yes. And RuPaul comes in and he says, "Hey, I want you guys all to pair into pairs and go pair with your bestie," right? I already kind of knew it was a setup. Anytime Drag Race puts in this notion of being positive, anything positive, of getting together, anything like that, it always ends up being super negative. So immediately, everybody's like, "Oh, okay." They grab everybody that they could, and Briar, okay, I'm gonna say like Adina Briar, she ends up pairing up, y'all, with Juicy. This I told y'all. I would have to. You had to be put up for adoption, Juicy, because you're not gonna keep playing with my in my face. I just got into it with this girl, and you're steady playing with me. Like, I don't know. I didn't like that. I just feel like Juicy's acting a little weird. Okay, she's acting a little weird. That is your mother. Okay. Now RuPaul reveals it's gonna be a mashup runway design competition, and the with your pair, one of you guys is going to win, and the other is going to be a loser. And everybody at this point is just shook because some people are paired with some super super strong seamstress and super super strong um competitors that know how to design. So one of them being Mia, she paired up with Vita, and y'all know Vita could actually sew and everything like that. So that's already a problem. Now, first pair we have Brian and Juicy. Juicy, they bring out this big wall with the pit crew member. And I'm always looking for Bruno when it comes to the pit crew members. I'm like, where the hell is Bruno? But you know, he'll do. They bring out the wall, right? And they have these numbers. You have to flip the number to see which look you're gonna get with. And the first person who went was Juicy, and the look that she ended up getting was Little Nas X, where he wore that pink cowboy expired look. And then Briar picked another number and ended up getting a Rihanna's look with the big egg dress. Okay, with the yellow, right? Which is kind of an odd pair because it's pink and yellow and they're very bright colors. Which I remember when Rihanna wore that egg dress, that was like a meme for like a year straight. I remember that vividly. Like when she wore that to the Met Gala, that was like a meme. They used it for every little thing. It does not matter. Like it would attribute to something being an egg every time. Discord goes next, and she ends up getting a share look. RuPaul makes fun of her walk. I'm so glad. I am so glad. When I tell y'all, I screamed when La Roche said that. When Mrs. Roach, okay, said, I know that sounds crazy, but when she said, "Hey, watch Drag Race not to watch a man in wigs and costume," I said, "Thank you." I'm like, is it the point of drag to give a female impersonation? Like, I get we have different versions of drag. Don't get me wrong, but she's trying to give off that illusion, and it's like the way she walks. All I see is just, you know what? This is what Discord reminds me of. Discord reminds me of, y'all know how they have the makeover challenges? She reminds me of like a dude they bring on to the makeup over challenges, and it's like a dad or a brother that's never been in drag. They're straight. They don't even know what drag really is, and they put them in drag and they put them out on the runway. That's what it gives. So to me, I don't feel like it's fair for y'all to laugh at it, but let it be anybody else, y'all would have got rid of them for that. I don't like that. I do not care what nobody say. Like it really bothers me every week when I see it. I do laugh at the walk, don't get me wrong, but it's like, damn, like, I don't know. Well, if Kenya walk like that, would y'all be laughing? No. If Athena twisted her leg before the competition walk like that, would y'all be laughing? No. So it's like, let's have the same energy for everybody. So Jane Don't gets Sarah Paulson. It's this actress at the Ocean's 11 premiere. That dress is giving me. Y'all remember where Trinity, uh, the Tuck wore that dress on her All Stars entrance? Was that the dress she was referencing to? Because to me they look the same. Okay, I never watched Ocean's 11, so I wasn't familiar with the dress, right? Because that was my first time actually seeing it. Because I never watched Ocean's 11, so I never seen like red carpet pictures, nothing like that. I know who the actress is, but I never seen that dress. But it looks the same as Trinity's dress. So is that the same dress? Please comment below because I want to know. I feel like that's the same. Next, we have Mikey, and then we also, and Mikey ends up getting JLo dress. Y'all all know the iconic Versace dress. That dress has been remade so damn much, it's not even funny. And then Mrs. Nene gets Nicki Minaj. How convenient. Y'all been saying Nene got a black girl name. She need to change her name. Y'all need to leave Nene alone. Like, I be seeing people saying little stuff about her online, and I don't like it. She not bothering nobody. Sierra Miss ends up getting the meat dress, which, by the way, I feel like people don't talk about how big of an impact that was. Like when Lady Gaga wore that meat dress, the girls were gagging. Like I'm telling y'all, I don't think people like. I think the industry now is so different. Like the entertainment industry, like now nothing is shocking. Back then, there was things that were shock value. Now people do things to get shock value. Back then, you used to either show up and get shock value, or like you just the girls that get it. Like when she wore that, everybody was gagging. Peter was mad. Everybody was mad. Okay, and then Kenya ends up getting Justin and Britney Spears when they wore the jean suit get up as twins. So they ended up going. He ended up getting that. Okay. So it's Mia's turn to go. She ends up getting Katy Perry at the Met Gala when she dressed up as like a chandelier. I low key don't remember that. When I seen a picture, I thought that was Lady Gaga at first because I know Katy Perry wore some wild stuff like that. And then Vita ends up getting Little Kim, fitting, okay. Um, and y'all know the Little Kim look with the one titty out. Everybody done been her at one point for Halloween. That's a black girl that's into the 90s aesthetic. Okay. And then the next two to go was Darlene. Darlene ends up getting Jessie J pregnant, okay, with all of that flower paint and print all over the dress. Okay. And then Athena ends up going for the last look, which ended up being Zendaya's robotic look, which that to me I feel like was the hardest one, the hardest pair, because you got to think about a metallic robotic look. mixed with the flower print. Like those are like two opposite ends of the spectrum. So to me, that was the hardest looks of them all, if we're gonna be honest. So I think they had the hardest to go through to be able to complete that challenge. At one point, Briar is talking about how everybody kind of came at her at once. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of her because I do feel like she the type to like play victim a lot. I'm sad to see her go. Like y'all lost a lot of drama this season, letting her go. Like, damn, this season just got 10 times more boring. Like, y'all couldn't have found a way to keep her there. Like, can we send Mandy Mango home again? Like, it's just like, oh my god. I would have thought the producers would have found a way to have her stay, but I guess they were like, I thought they were gonna be like, oh, since she passed out, she has to go to the hospital for the night, and then she gets to kind of skip elimination. I was like, I could have did something like that because I still want to see some of the drama, okay? Because I'm the type of person I could watch it on the TV, not like a person, but still tune in to look forward to seeing them because they are going to cause the drama. So we get to find out a little bit. You know what's crazy? I've seen a meme on Twitter. They said every time the girls are getting ready, it gives the Kelly Mantle meme when she was just like, "Oh yeah, vivacious. How was your childhood growing up?" Like, and she started talking about it while doing her makeup. It did give that. Every time I see that, it gives that every time. Like, why do they do that? It's so unnatural. Am I the only one that know? Like, it's so unnatural. Like, this is Nene. So, Kenya, how was your childhood growing up? Because they know she was going to be in the bottom. And then we find out about Mia Star's life, about her brother, which was very sad. Her brother ended up having addiction issues. He did pass away. So she took the jeans and then his jeans and made the outfit that she came in walking in. Kenya talked about how she came out to her parents. Her coming out story is so sweet. I wish more black parents were like that, but you know that's not the case, child. They rather your kids be in the closet angry at themselves. So she talks about how she came out to her kids to her mom one day. She was in the bathroom, and then all her choir came out singing "You Had a Friend in Me" because they were singing "You Have a Friend in Me" before she walked up in the bathroom. So she came out the bathroom crying with all of them singing "You Have a Friend in Me." That's like the that's like the gayest story ever, but I love it. Okay, it was really cute. All right, now we get into the runway. Let's talk about this look. I love this look on Rue. It's the wig. Rue's wigs be pissing me off. Why do you have like a jack-o'-lantern at the top of your head? It bothers me so much. Like, I just wish that she had a better hairstylist that would make it a lot better. Like, I feel like it's a little bit too like up. You know what I'm saying? It looks like she walked in front of a fan and her hair just went whoop and just shooshed up. Like, I've never been a fan of when she does that. It really bothers me when she does that because she be having the best dresses and the best get-ups, and then we see the wig. And it's like a blonde Betty White wig. Like, this is Betty White's wig. If you don't give Betty her wig back, I know something. So let's get to the runways, y'all. So we get Juicy versus Briar. Okay. I'm gonna have to give it to Juicy. The Juicy was the right person that won in this. I feel like Briar looked like you know those Laffy Taffies, those yellow Laffy Taffies. She looked like a yellow Laffy Taffy. Okay, but like the I guess the holiday kinds, the one they be mixing the flavors like the strawberry and banana. It gave a little bit like that to me. Okay, so I do think the right person won. I do feel like Juicy was the right person that should have won that. Okay, I think when it comes to the look, Briar looked uncomfortable. She was walking down the runway like she was about to pop. No wonder she had that hole in between her pants when she fell down, babe. That thing was tight. Girl, you should have went up a size. No shade. Juicy wins this all around. Next, we have Jane Don't versus Discord Adams. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like neither of these looks. I'm not gonna lie to you, but if I would have to pick one, I would pick Jane Don't. The reason why I don't like Jane Don't''s look and Discord's look, I feel like Jane Don't. This isn't something I feel like she would put together if she had a choice to do so. Of course, her being forced to work with the certain color patterns and garments that they were given, is why she came up with what she came up with. She looks like to me a swollen bee, and I don't like it. Okay, and in Discord, I don't know. I just feel like she gets too much slides for me, and it bothers me. Something about her irritates me. Like, when are we getting rid of her? Like, could she have went and we could have kept Briar? You know what I'm saying? I don't like her look at all. I feel like it's sloppy. The bottom looks like, to me, it looks like a slutty. Um, what's that thing called? A slutty. Not PJ, but you know the. Oh yeah, a slutty bathrobe. I forgot the word for a second. She like a slutty bathrobe. I don't like it. Okay. So I would have to still give it to Jane. Next we have Nene versus Mikey. I'm sorry, but Mikey took it. Mikey took it and she ran with it. I don't care what nobody say. She ate down. To me, Mikey's look is like, the word that comes to mind when I see it is like House of Versailles. Like, it gives like Versace mansion. Like, that's what I think of when I see her look. To me, Nene's look, it looks like a jumpsuit. You feel me? A full body jumpsuit with fabric around it. Mikey wins to me. Mikey wins 100%. I do like the headpiece, the hair on Anini though. I will say that, but Mikey wins. Mikey wins 100%. Next, we have Sierra Miss versus Kenya. I'm gonna have to give it to Sierra Miss just because of the creativity was very different in regards to both of the looks. I will say this though, Sierra Miss looks, I don't see meat dress in there. If we're gonna be honest, let's be honest. I don't see meat dress. At least with Kenya's, I see meat dress. I don't see meat dress when it comes to Sierra Misses at all. I do see the denim because of the Britney and Justin, but I don't see meat. I don't see meat. So I'm gonna still give it to Sierra though, only because Kenya's to me looks like more basic compared to her look. Now, I can't show y'all Mia's look because her tatas was out, but I'm going to have to give the look to the best look out of Mia and Vita. I'm gonna have to give it to Vita because to me, Vita's look, you could see the chandelier a lot in it, incorporated with the purple. And it looks a lot more like avant-garde than Mia's did. It looked like she put a lot more time into it. The only unique thing about, to me, Mia's look was that her tata was out. One of her tatas was out. So it's like, that's the one thing that was like, oh, she did that. But besides that, it was like, it was regular. So that's why I'm gonna have to give it to Vita. I know it's hypocritical from what I just said with the Kenya situation, but the difference is Kenya's look was not extravagant. It was not over the top. It was not like, to me, like creative. But Vita's was. So that's the difference. Next, we have Darlene versus Athena. Darlene takes it for me. I'm so mad at Darlene. This is the second time you don't wear some shoes that done got you red. Like, when are you gonna learn? First, it was them damn flats, and now you got these clunky, chunky boots. If y'all don't know, I own a pair of them, child. Y'all probably want, like, what pair? You do drag? No, there was this one time, right? I had got booked for this video, and they needed background people, whatever, and they wanted us to get 70s wear. So them big white chunky heel boots, got like a men's pair from Amazon. They sell them on Amazon, y'all, and I had to wear them for the video. Y'all know, if for y'all that listen to rap music, there's a song called "You Wanna See Me Whip It Under Dun Dun." Big X the plug. I'm in that video. Y'all probably don't even see me in there, no shade, but I was a part of that music video, and the director and all that, made everybody that was booked for it get 70s wear. So I have them chunky, clunky heel boots. I never threw them away because I was like, I don't know if I would need it for something else one day. So I just kept them. I should resell them hoes. But I feel like Darlene should have still won. Athena's look to me is basic. It literally looks like she has cloth hanging off of her shoulder with a metallic dress. No. Shall we get to the critiques? Now, here comes the drama and the conflama. I don't care what nobody says. I do not think that she faked her fall. I will say that. I don't think she did, because before she fell, right, she was looking at LaRoche like crazy, La Roche crazy. So I feel like the reason why she was looking at her like that is because she was in the middle of literally passing out. So I don't think she faked it at all. Okay. But I think the reason why the girls reacted the way that they did is because she played too much. This is why I try not to play too much because I'm a type of person I do play around a lot. Because when you get try to be taken seriously, people think it's a joke and it really don't be a joke. Okay. I'm not joking, bitch. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's not a joke for real. That's like a real life statement. So I feel like she was not, faking it. All right. I love the fact that La Roche read Michelle about the heel because if you look at the picture online with Rihanna's heel, with what Briar had, that's literally the same heel, same color, everything. So Michelle be swearing she knows what she's talking about. Like, this is somebody who's actively in the fashion industry. So you would think he would know what he's talking about. Plus, once again, like he said, he was there. So it's like, please, okay. So she passes out. Vita's immediately like, oh, that she faking. When I'm sorry, y'all, I laughed because we don't be seeing stuff like that on Drag Race, where the girls are like kind of being like bitchy. As of lately, at least the older seasons we did, but now they're so damn proper and nice, so they don't get hate trained online. So to see her say that, I kind of gagged a little bit. I cackled. It was funny. Not her passing out, but Vita saying that. Also, where the hell was the medic? They was calling for the medic, and the person who came out didn't even look like it was the medic. It looked like it was a PA. It's like, what? I'm looking at the episode the whole time. I'm like, is that a PA? Like, where is the medic? Like, where's the actual medic? Like, I didn't see no IVs, no nothing, no freaking like I didn't see no medical equipment. Like, I don't know. Like, the whole thing just gagged me. I'm like, y'all supposed to be on MTV. This the one of the richest networks out here. Like, what's going on? Like, the pit crew wasn't even available, girl, to pick her up. Like, it was just too much. I'm not. Once again, I'm not laughing at Brian of passing out. It was everything surrounding the pass out. There was no medical team available once Rue called. It took them at least, it looks like 5 minutes. The girls reacting immediately like they don't believe her. It was a lot. Okay. And then the editors are so shady playing that little now apparently this medical situation was more serious than we thought, girl. Because after she got eliminated, apparently she had sepsis and all types of stuff. So it was a lot more serious than what met the eye, y'all. So Briar passing out, y'all, did not help out at all with her getting chosen. Of course, Juicy still got chosen. Whether she passed out or not, I think Briar knew that the results were gonna be that Juicy was gonna win over her. So this is why I don't think another reason why I don't think she was faking it. Because regardless if she faked it or not, she wasn't gonna get chosen over her, regardless. They finally read Jane Don't. I mean, they finally read Discord on her walk. I'm like, it took La Roche to get there for y'all to read her on her walk when y'all could have been said something. But Jane Doe ends up winning out of them both, which of course was obvious just looking at what they were wearing. Because once again, like I said, Discord Adams look, I feel like it was a little sloppy. And then the walk, of course, La Roche said that she came out walking like Sunny. They need to make LaRoche permanent. I know he's a permanent rotating judge, but he needs, you know how Ross Matthew at one point was permanent? He needs to be permanent. Period, point blank. Because I feel like he really says what I be thinking. So out of Sierra Mist and Kenya, they end up giving it to Sierra Mist, which I'm not surprised. Now, the way La Roche went on, she was going in the whole episode. She said that the most interesting thing that could have been about Kenya is if she took the steak and cooked it. I said, I know you lying. I know these girls be feeling like shit, spending all these hours building these costumes, and then to be read, standing there in high heels, most of them at least, unless you're Darlene, and your feet are aching, and you're literally being read by to filth. Like, I would feel like complete like, come on, okay? Now, La Roche was very happy about the Tata look that Mia had, of course. And she said that if they had not done that look, she would have walked out. Which I was like, oh, I kind of wish they didn't though, because I would love to have seen that scene. I ain't gonna lie, I love to have seen that scene. Okay. They give it to Vita, which, like I said, I think was the right choice. Because if we're gonna talk about creativity, Vita's had creativity. Okay, Mia just had her tata out. That's it. Now we get to Darlene and Athena, and y'all, this is robbery and rigor mortis right at its finest. I would have been looking just like Darlene was looking. Like, are you kidding me? What the hell did Athena have on? It looked like a damn near a 70s dress. Really, Darlene, you should have gave your shoes to Athena because it would have fit her outfit better, babe. Maybe you'd have won if you wore them crazy ass shoes. But I still feel like they should have gave Darlene the win. I didn't like what Athena had on at all. It aged her. It made her look old as hell. I don't know. I like Darlene's look. I really like it. Okay. It gives me like a old. You remember those photo shoots they used to do on America's Next Top Model? Those 70s shoot. I remember one season they did they had them wear like these. I forget what it's called. They had them wear like these like older type 60s glamour looks. And that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of America's Next Top Model shoot. So I don't know. And I remember that America's Next Top Model contestant. She had like short ginger hair. That's what Darlene looks like to me wearing this. I feel like she should have won. Sorry. Now we get to the bottom two, of course. It's Kenya and Briar. And Kenya, she tore Briar down. Okay. She knew the words. She was getting down on the floor, doing the movements. Kenya won that lip sync fair and square. I feel like this is Briar's karma for winning last week's lip sync when she didn't deserve it. I think the producers probably may have known to like, hey, maybe we need to like get her going because the audience is going to go in the uproar. She keeps on lasting, not doing good on these lip syncs, but we're acting as if she's winning. So that was pretty much the end of the episode. Um, I am sad to see her go because the drama has just left the door, and I kind of wanted to see a continuation of it, especially with her opinion on some of the girls not believing if she passed out or not, and if it was fake or not. So that I'm sad that we're not going to see the continuation of that. Anyways, let me know what y'all think down below, and we're out, babies.